From being one of the cringiest dancers on TikTok to having one of the biggest egos known to mankind.
How are you going to talk shit while I'm playing money that you've never seen in your life? You could only imagine gambling $50,000. You don't even make $50,000 in a year.
Along with knocking out Fousey Tube. This is exactly why Bryce Hall needs to be studied. Get the frick out of here, boy. Bryce Hall needs to be studied. Hear me out. Why am I making a video about Bryce Hall? Who cares about Bryce Hall? He needs to be studied. Bryce Hall was one of the most cringy TikTok dancers that would just start hitting the worm or some shit. And make his 13-year-old followers cream. This guy went from being one of the cringiest people on the platform to actually being a pretty cool guy. When somebody mentions Bryce Hall, this is the things that come to mind for me.
What's up, Shay? What's up, Lynn? I hit it raw, she see me in public like, what's up, friend? She talk too much, but I still hit. Cause she a fool on that.
Just absolutely a masterclass worth of cringe. To make matters even weirder, his fans were literally 13-year-old girls lusting over Bryce Hall, and he would continue to thirst trap these people. His comments were literally flooded with little kids lusting over him. To me, that's some of the weirdest shit ever. I know my fans are young, but at least I'm not over here showing me six-pack and, you know, just doing weird dances for validation. However, that was the Bryce Hall of old. That's the Bryce Hall we all know and love. A couple years have gone by. I haven't heard of Bryce Hall in literally years, and now he's actually a pretty cool lad. And that's why I said he needs to be studied, because he had one of the greatest resurrections in modern YouTube influencer history. From the corny dancer to actually being a chill guy.
Facts. What a time to be alive.
Nowadays, Bryce Hall, he just, I don't want to call him talentless because, you know, he's obviously built an empire, but he kind of just makes videos about him being rich and his hot-ass girlfriend. We get it, you pulled an absolute bad thing, but bro, you gotta get a little bit more creative than that. I don't even know if he has a YouTube channel or what. So imagine this, one day you wake up, you want to be a content creator, and you're like, the type of content I'm gonna make is first traps on TikTok. Like, that is competing with the level of cringiness with the mic'd up coat. I'm gonna watch my tone in this video because Bryce Hall, I don't know if you guys know, he's actually a boxer.
I'm not a boxer. I'm not a fighter. I've never claimed to be a fighter.
He just actually recently, I think like a year ago, had a bare knuckle fight and he won. So Bryce Hall is actually about it.
To the inside.
And is it just me? But when I see Bryce Hall, I feel like he's literally a guy from the South. I feel like he has a Southern accent and he like literally lives on a farm and rides fucking horses and shit. While Bryce Hall might be a cool lad now, he wasn't always this nice. So he got some fame from dancing on TikTok and he's got a little bit of money, and he was at the casino one day and he was literally roasting the fuck out of this random guy. Apparently he's a YouTuber too with like 1 million subs, but he just kept going after the guy. He was just telling him he's broke, he's never gonna see this much money in his life.
He needs to get out of here. Actually,
I have $500.
Oh wow, you have a lot of money. Get the fuck out of here. Hey, increase your bank account, you fucking loser.
I
Get
can't.
out of here.
He's good.
Bro. No, he's a fucking
I'm not kidding.
Get him
No,
face.
he's-
Seriously?
No.
Knock his fucking face
No.
off.
No, you're not. Bryce,
Such
shut
a
the fuck
loyal
up.
customer to you guys.
No, you're not. I'll give you
He's a
some
dweeb.
chips. Shut the fuck up.
No, he's a fucking dweeb. Get out of
Yeah,
here.
but no.
Seriously, this guy's never seen the amount of money that he
No,
fucking
he
loses.
has.
How are you going to talk shit while I'm playing money that you've never seen in your life? You could only imagine gambling $50,000. You don't even make $50,000 in a year.
He makes it in a month.
Bullshit.
Relax. I'll take care of it. I'm gonna ask you to get up from the game.
Fucking dweeb. Go back to your fucking 9 to 5. Man, have fun at your life.
I didn't do anything wrong.
I never start arguments.
And mate, it was just a bad look. Look, if you got it like that, maybe be a little bit humble. Like, Bryce Hall was a little head over heels. He just won a boxing match and he feels like he can chat to anybody how he wants. Respect is still number one, mate. I couldn't believe when I saw this video. It was literally hilarious. Bryce Hall probably has a couple million in the bank account, which is proper, but he's chatting like he's an insane big shot. I don't know if Bryce Hall was on cocaine. I don't know if he was under the influence or something, but it was just completely uncalled for from Bryce Hall. And also, I don't know if you guys know, if you're around Bryce Hall, you better watch your tone around the guy, because he even knocked out Fousey. Bro, why would you knock out the G7 president fucking Fousey Tube? What has he done to you? He's actually one of the nicest guys. I used to get coffee with Fousey in LA all the time, and Fousey from month to month goes from phases. We had super positive Fousey, we had depressed Fousey, we had manic Fousey, we have healthy Fousey now, so Fousey is always changing, but it looked like they were on a reality show, and Bryce Hall absolutely snuffed the shit out of him, which is absolutely crazy. Quick story, I've actually met Bryce Hall before. So the way I met Bryce Hall was, I was in Los Angeles and I was at LA Fitness. I was playing a little bit of basketball, and Bryce Hall walks in, and I pretended like I didn't know he was like a TikTok influencer or whatever. So he walked in and we're playing 5-on-5, and I'm absolutely handing it to Bryce Hall. He might be a good fighter, but he really doesn't know how to play basketball. And then we ended up just chatting with each other, and then he invited me out to a yacht party. So later that day, I catch myself with Bryce Hall on a yacht with like a bunch of girls, and we're just chilling there chatting it up, and we actually became really good friends. The reason our friendship ended was because I'm like, mate, you are a cool lad, but you have a cringy past, and we gotta chat about your past.
I hit it raw, she see me in public like, what's up, friend?
And we were supposed to fight each other, and I'm actually glad it never went through because I didn't know he's actually a killer. I'm still a cheeky MMA fighter, but Bryce Hall probably would have handed it to me. But I just find it so interesting, Bryce Hall's comeback and resurrection, because he goes from an extremely cringy TikTok dancer to actually being a pretty cool guy. Like, his content now is pretty funny.
Oh, girls just wanna have fun.
While his content is pretty funny, it's pretty lazy, I would say. I don't feel like Bryce Hall is that talented of a person. Sometimes I sit down and I wonder why some people have clout. I don't want to say some people don't deserve clout, but some people are just not even funny or have any talent whatsoever. So I'm like, why are these people even famous? Like, for instance, the Kardashians. They're just famous because they have a fucking set. But besides that, personalities to the shitter. They're not funny. A lot of these people are famous for absolutely no reason. And I reckon Bryce Hall is one of them. He got famous off first trapping 13-year-old girls. Which, I mean, mate, if you've collected a bag off it, you collected a bag. I'm not one to judge, but while Bryce Hall is kind of a nice guy on the internet, as you guys seen with the casino clip, Bryce actually has a dark side to him. Every time we would hang out together in person, he just had absolutely no respect for anybody else. The clout was really getting to his head. If you didn't have any clout, you really didn't mean anything to Bryce Hall. Like, fans would come up and ask for a picture and he would just straight ego mug them. I didn't really like that about him. When you have clout, I feel like you should still treat people normal, but Bryce Hall, for some reason, is just a super clout demon. One of his first questions he'll ask you when he meets you, if you're at like an event or something, is how many followers do you have, or are you clouded, how much money? So he's a very materialistic guy, and he was also super rude to others, especially the elderly. Absolutely zero respect for them. He would just park his car and handicap and just stay in the Starbucks for like an hour and then come back out. So he's not the nicest guy on the inside, but his resurrection needs to be studied. To me, Bryce Hall is just like literally a typical frat boy, like a frat boy from South Carolina or something, now with money. I don't know, I just randomly decided I wanted to wake up and make a video about Bryce Hall. I saw Bryce Hall in the beginning, and now I see him now, and I'm like, wow, this guy has actually evolved. He went from a 65 overall to a 99 overall, and he's completely changed his life around, so good for him, mate. I don't even know what you would classify Bryce Hall as. Is he a TikToker? Is he a boxer? Is he an influencer? A YouTuber? I don't know. He's actually a chill lad, and I rate the guy. I do rate the guy. While researching this video, I have stormed the Reddit, and he has a few allegations around him, so I don't know if I want to be associated with him. For the most part, Bryce Hall, you're a chill lad, and I respect you, bro. On a different note, I'm back on my grind. I'm back on this YouTube shit. We're not stopping till we fucking reach the top, and that's for sure, kid. Get the frick out of here, but I know today's video was really random, but I really felt like I needed to speak on this issue because Bryce Hall really has had a glow up. Like, he's just completely a different person from when he first started. That 2020 TikTok dancing cringy era will never be topped. We live in a world where our ancestors used to go to war for their country, and now we have 19-year-olds thirst trap dancing for 13-year-olds on TikTok. It is a crazy generation that must be stopped, but it is what it is, mate. If you're getting paid, who am I to tell you to stop? But that's all I got for this video, and never forget, follow Cruced for more. Get the frick out of here, boy. Yo, and one last thing, lads. The video was Bryce Hall needs to be studied. But who needs to be studied more than Bryce Hall is his acquaintance. I think they have beef now, but Taylor Holder. Taylor Holder, you are much more cringe than Bryce Hall ever was. But you and Bryce Hall were right here. Bryce Hall evolved. Bryce Hall actually fixes content and is actually not even cringy anymore. He's actually a chill guy. Bryce Hall used to be my role model. But Taylor Holder, you are just as cringe as you were when you were TikTok dancing than you are now. I can't believe that Taylor Holder is a real person. You would probably fuck look me up in the streets. I understand that. I'm not worried about you in the streets, but I just find it mad that you and Bryce Hall were on the same level of cringe, and you have just elevated your cringe levels more than the TikTok dancing days. Another dweeb from the South. Like, what is your talent, Taylor Holder? Genuinely, what is your talent? What do you do? I don't have talent, but what is your talent? Taylor Holder, I genuinely despise you. I actually like Bryce Hall, but Taylor Holder, you are a different story, bro. I don't know what to say about you, bro. And stay tuned, lads. I have some massive videos dropping. I have a documentary on a cheating girlfriend. I have a video about an Indian looks maxer. I have a video dropping on an absolutely talentless girl that just shows. I'll have a lot of banger videos coming. I just randomly woke up and I'm like, we need to talk about Bryce Hall's resurrection to the influencer space. I don't know, I just couldn't believe that Bryce Hall has actually made the comeback of the century. He's actually a chill guy now. He's got a hot ass girlfriend, like I said earlier. He's doing things right now. I'm kind of on house arrest, kind of not. It's a long story. So for now, I'm making videos inside my house, but I'm gonna consult with my lawyer and see if I can go out and film content. It's really complicated, but there is a lot of bangers coming to this channel. Trust me when I say that.
Only lazy can say that shit.
Follow Cruced for more. Follow Cruced for more.